It is now my deep privilege to introduce the mayor of Shreveport, Adrian Perkins. You have his bio in your program. I will not repeat that. Suffice it to say, he is eminently qualified to speak to a gathering like this, a gathering of scholars with degrees from West Point and Harvard, distinguished records at both places. I'm especially pleased because I know Mayor Perkins understands Centenary and understands what we do here and appreciates the value of a liberal arts education. In fact, the first time I met Adrian was at a Centenary event, at a Center for Family-Owned Business event downtown. Subsequently, I had breakfast with him at Strawn's about 2 days before his runoff election, where he was finally voted into office. As you know, Centenary is Shreveport Bossier's College, and the mayor and I have had good conversations, including as we walked over today in the procession, of how we can live into our mission, how we can support the growth of Shreveport. I'm excited to hear from the mayor. I really enjoy working with him as we all work together to make Shreveport great. I give you Mayor Adrian Perkins.
Before I get into my official remarks, I want us to give a round of applause to this amazing choir behind me. I've heard them so many times, and I heard them just last month at the governor's inauguration, but every time I hear them, they seem to get better and better. So I want to thank them for representing Centenary well, but also representing the city of Shreveport well. So thank you all. Appreciate it. Now on to my official remarks, starting off talking about a former mayor of Shreveport. John Sewell was a member of the Whig Party who in 1839 became the first mayor of Shreveport. Sewell died in a duel over a liquor store ordinance. So as I look back over my first year, in reference to that, it feels like a bit of a cakewalk. I made it. But 15 years before Sewell was sworn in, Centenary College was founded in the village of Jackson, Louisiana, making it older than the city of Shreveport and the oldest college in the state of Louisiana. Centenary College moved to Shreveport in 1908, and it has been an integral part of our community ever since, and that's why we are here today. To celebrate Centenary's rich history and its bright future in Shreveport. I want to thank President Holloman and the Centenary faculty, not just for the invitation today, but your inspiring leadership in this community. So let's give them a round of applause as well. Centenary is universally recognized as an elite liberal arts college that provides students with a well-rounded education, but Centenary is more than a great academic institution. It promotes an ethic of service and stewardship that encourages students to invest their talents in the communities where they live and work. Centenary molds intelligent young people into thoughtful leaders, and we're fortunate to have such a dynamic institution right here in the heart of Shreveport. In the heart of Shreveport and in the heart of the historic Highland neighborhood. Now, for all the students present, I know that you're stressed out a little bit, you're busy studying, and that is easy to lose sight of the fact that college is fun. It might not seem like it now while you're trying to figure out the difference between Indian and Tibetan Buddhism, but I promise you one day you will fondly remember Dr. Otto's religious studies class. I often find myself reminiscing about West Point, and I think about the mornings when I had to, or the late nights when I stayed up studying into midnight for an engineering problem set or an economics exam, and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to go to my morning track workouts and running along the Hudson River in about 10-degree weather. And I think of how much fun that was. And I'm glad you picked up on the sarcasm there. But no, college is fun, but nobody told us that it would be easy, right? It takes a lot of hard work and years of dedication, but from all that hard work comes achievement and self-confidence. Too often people tell college graduates it's time to get a real job. And we know that's code to, hey, get a job I don't love. But I'm here to tell you that isn't true. College teaches you to believe in yourself, and that belief can take you anywhere you want to go. When you leave Centenary, you won't have to settle for a job you don't love, because during your time here, you'll learn that you can achieve anything. You will know that you can take the road less traveled and succeed because you will have already done it. You will have sat in Dr. Weeks' chemistry class, attentively taking notes and reviewing those notes until you understood all the information. You will have stayed up all night studying for Dr. Reed's mathematics class. But more importantly, the next morning, you will have showed up and passed that exam. That's where confidence comes from. It comes from achievement, and achievement is never easy. The road less traveled isn't the easier one or the softer one. It's the high road, the uphill climb. It's the path of meaning and purpose. And that's what life is all about. It's not about money or fame. Our lives are empty when we focus solely on the pursuit of wealth and status. And this emptiness only increases our appetite for more wealth and status. Such shallow pursuits make us thirstier, as Jesus warned the Samaritan woman at the well. Yes, we have to pay our bills, but we can pay the bills and feed our spirit at the same time. The two aren't mutually exclusive. We can have a successful career and a meaningful life. After high school, I chose West Point and went on to do service in the Army because I wanted to make a difference. I didn't attend Harvard Law School to go to some corporate law firm. As a matter of fact, I turned that down because I wanted to come to my hometown and make a difference. Now, I know that it's tempting to chase after the big money in the corner office after graduating college, but this poverty of ambition betrays the ethic of service encouraged here at Centenary College. And it falls short of what is needed to meet the challenges that we face in the 21st century. Centenary has been around for almost 200 years. It has graduated students in times of peace and stability and in periods of instability and upheaval. Your generation will face an incredible amount of uncertainty. A shrinking job market driven by automation and globalization, growing income inequality, the demands of highly competitive, interdependent global economy, and climate change. In the 21st century, we need principled leaders who are committed to serving the common interests. In the 21st century, we need thoughtful entrepreneurs who aren't obsessed with their wants and needs, but instead strive to meet the needs of those who are less fortunate. We need creative minds that are capable of envisioning innovative solutions to the world's most pressing problems. I don't know that a quality liberal arts education, like the one you will receive here at Centenary, has ever been more valuable than it is in today's world. A liberal arts education doesn't just prepare you for a successful career, it prepares you for a meaningful life. It equips you with the skills needed to benefit others around you. Everyone wants to be happy. When people pursue fame and wealth, they do it because they think that's where their happiness lies. But we are learning that's not the case. Younger generations, millennials, Generation Y, are realizing that happiness is found in serving something bigger than ourselves, and we can help others anywhere. I think that's what accounts for Middle America's renaissance that's going on right now. The fastest growing cities aren't the big coastal cities anymore. People are tired of all the stress and the traffic and the high cost of living. Younger generations are trading in an experience economy. And part of that economy is a job market that offers people a sense of meaning and purpose, not just for profits. And I believe that no experience is more rewarding than helping someone around you. Moreover, that experience is available everywhere because the opportunity to serve others is ever present. No matter where you are, San Francisco or Shreveport, You can set our desires aside and connect with another person, someone in need of your help. And now I will say, the purpose is going to cost you about 3 times more in San Francisco than it will in Shreveport. It's a whole lot cheaper to be here in Shreveport and pursue your purpose. But wherever you are, you can gift your talents to the people around you, to your community, and that's what makes it all worthwhile. That's the path of greatness. You know it's Black History Month, and Black History Month celebrates great people who often labored in obscurity, men and women who worked hard to overcome incredible odds that ultimately changed the world. A 26-year-old minister who led the bus boycott and a march on Washington that ushered in the civil rights for African Americans, a 31-year-old woman who escaped from bondage to lead hundreds through the Underground Railroad to their freedom, and a 28-year-old first baseman who led the charge to desegregate Major League Baseball, which was one of America's most prominent institutions. Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, and Jackie Robinson didn't have fancy titles or a big fancy office. They had love in their hearts, and they answered a higher calling. I believe that we all have a higher calling, and that when we answer that call, we step onto a higher path. Each of you will answer that call in different ways. Some will become doctors and scientists, others will become teachers and psychologists, entrepreneurs, artists, lawyers, and even politicians. In fact, one of my colleagues, Councilwoman Lavette Fuller, is a graduate from this very institution. You can give a round of applause, that's okay. Some of the senior leaders in the city of Shreveport are also graduates of this institution. My CAO, now transitioning to become the first Chief Financial Officer of Shreveport, Ms. Sharika Fields-Jones, is a graduate of this institution. And Cheridith, who didn't graduate from here long ago, is already climbing very, very quickly up the ranks in City Hall. So we're grateful for this institution. When you all leave Centenary College, you will have everything you need to change the world. Put your education to good use. I hope you will choose to stay here and reinvest your talents in Shreveport, but wherever you go, follow your passion and do not settle. When teachers bring their passion into the classroom, our educational system improves, which means the next generation of kids will be even smarter and more ambitious. When doctors love what they do, when they take the time to connect with their patients, our communities become healthier. When politicians find purpose in their work, when they see it as a chance to serve others, our citizens enjoy a better government. More than ever, we need people sitting in corporate boardrooms who are committed to their customers, their workers, and their community, not just their shareholders. We all know the catastrophic effects that greed can have on our economy, but it goes the other way too. Compassion and selflessness can ripple through our economy and our society as well. Conscious capitalism can distribute opportunity more equitably and lift up those who are struggling amongst us. As college students, you are the future. You stand at the future's edge, staring into tomorrow with hope and purpose. Don't lose sight of your passion. Stay curious, continue to study and work hard, never give up, and never stop pushing forward. And always, always, always take the high road. It will never lead you astray. No one has ever sat on their deathbed and regretted loving too much or serving too many. Love and service, that is the true path. It is the way to a meaningful life. Thank you again for the invitation, Centenary College, and God bless.